ever wonder how a tiny island, smaller than the state of Maryland, came to hold the entire global economy in its hands? How everything from your smartphone, your car, to the most advanced military jets, all depend on this one place? This is the story of how Taiwan forged itself into the silicon shield of the world. Welcome to Asia Scoop. To understand Taiwan's meteoric rise, we have to go back to the 1970s. At that time, Taiwan was known for cheap toys and textiles. Made in Taiwan was a label for low-cost, low-tech goods. The government, however, had a vision. They saw the future, and it was powered by microchips. Led by visionaries like Li Kuo-ting, often called the father of Taiwan's tech miracle, they decided to bet the island's future on a brand new high-risk industry, semiconductors. It was an audacious gamble. They had no experience, no technology, and very little capital. So they did something brilliant. They looked to the Taiwanese diaspora in the United States, engineers and scientists working at the heart of America's own tech boom. They created the Hsinchu Science Park, a dedicated zone with tax breaks and R&D support to lure this talent back home. It was a call to build a nation, not just a company. One of the most pivotal figures to answer this call was Morris Chang, a giant in the industry who had spent decades at Texas Instruments. Chang returned to Taiwan with a revolutionary idea. Until then, companies that designed chips, like Intel or AMD, also manufactured them. This was incredibly expensive and created a high barrier to entry. Chang's idea? To create a company that only manufactured chips for others, a pure-play foundry. In 1987, with government backing, he founded the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC. At first, many in the industry were skeptical. Why would a company trust an unknown Taiwanese firm with their most valuable intellectual property? But Chang's model was genius. It allowed a whole new wave of fables. Companies that designed chips but didn't have their own factories to flourish. Think Nvidia, Qualcomm, Apple. These giants could now focus all their energy on designing the best possible chips, while TSMC perfected the art of making them. This created a powerful symbiotic relationship. As Fables' companies grew, so did TSMC. And as TSMC's manufacturing technology got more and more advanced, it enabled its customers to design even more powerful chips. It was a virtuous cycle that propelled Taiwan to the center of the tech universe. But it wasn't just about one company. An entire ecosystem blossomed around TSMC in Taiwan. Companies specializing in every single step of the chip-making process, from packaging and testing to equipment and materials, all clustered together. This created incredible efficiency. A chip design could be sent to TSMC, and within a few miles, it could be manufactured, tested, packaged, and shipped out. This tightly integrated supply chain is something no other country has been able to replicate on the same scale. It's Taiwan's secret sauce. Now let's talk about the shield part. Why is this so important geopolitically? Today, TSMC alone produces over 60% of the world's semiconductors and a staggering 90% of the most advanced chips, the ones smaller than 7 nanometers. These are the brains inside everything. Your iPhone 15 is a 17 Pro chip is made by TSMC. The powerful AI servers run by Google and Amazon, their GPUs are made by TSMC. Advanced fighter jets? You guessed it. This concentration has turned Taiwan into a critical choke point in the global supply chain. If Taiwan's foundries were to stop, the global electronics industry would grind to a halt. The car industry would shut down. The digital economy would freeze. The economic fallout would be catastrophic, dwarfing any financial crisis we've ever seen. This immense economic leverage is what's known as the Silicon Shield. The theory is that Taiwan's indispensable role in the global tech supply chain makes it too important to fail. An attack on Taiwan would not just be a regional conflict. It would be an act of global economic self-destruction for everyone, including any aggressor. This strategic ambiguity, built on silicon, serves as a powerful deterrent. However, this shield is also a source of vulnerability. The world has become perhaps too reliant on Taiwan. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of this system when chip shortages brought entire industries to their knees. Now, countries like the United States, Japan, and Germany are racing to build their own semiconductor fabs, offering massive subsidies to lure companies like TSMC to build factories on their soil. But replicating Taiwan's success is not so simple. It's not just about building a factory. It's about cultivating that entire ecosystem, the specialized suppliers, the deep pool of engineering talent, and the relentless work ethic that has defined the Taiwanese tech industry for decades. It's a culture of innovation built over 40 years. Building a few fabs elsewhere is like planting a few trees, but Taiwan has cultivated an entire forest. So, while other nations are trying to de-risk and diversify their supply chains, Taiwan is not standing still. It's pushing the boundaries of physics, developing the next generation of 2-nanometer and even 1-nanometer chips, ensuring that it remains at the absolute cutting edge. From a low-cost manufacturing hub to the indispensable heart of the global digital economy, Taiwan's journey is a masterclass in strategic vision, calculated risk, and relentless execution. The Silicon Shield is not just a collection of factories. It is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of an island that bet its future on the power of the microchip, and won. What do you think the future holds for Taiwan and the global chip industry? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this scoop, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaping Asia and the world.